Hello, this is my client Donna, and we were doing a makeover on this day. She'd got some grown out highlights and she wanted a really short pixie cut with some blonde flashes through it, but also she wanted some purple along the front. So I started off by mixing up some powder bleach. I was using TG here, copyright colour, 30 volume, and started off by putting some foil highlights in. I took some quite thick, chunky sections. I started at the front. I worked quite quickly, so I started at the front, weaving out large pieces, applying the powder bleach, then wrapping up in foil. See, there's some old pink there that we did at the front time before. So I applied all the way along the top to the crown, to just past the crown. Carried on, did some thick sections round the sides, only about 3 inches down, not too far because I was going to cut it in quite short. So that's when all the foil was in place. So I left it for about 40 minutes to take. So as I said, after 40 minutes, we took all the foil pieces out, ready to shampoo. And once I'd shampooed the colour out, I then got the next mix ready for the purple that I was going to put in the front. I used Pravana, a wild orchid, with a little bit of violet mixed in, just to make it was a deep pink. I added the violet just to make it a little bit purple. And here you can see the ratio I mixed up, mainly wild orchid with just a little bit of the violet. Just try and match up the colour. So once I shampooed the highlights out, I then cut it quite short. She liked a client I had done previously who had natural white hair with a pink flash across the front. So I was cutting it quite similar. I'll put a link at the end of this video if you want to see me do that haircut. So again, cutting it in quite tight at the top, but I needed to leave a longer length at the top that I was going to put the purple. So once the cut was complete, I then did one bold slice at the front with the longest piece of hair that I had and applied the Pravana mixture that I'd made up earlier. Nice shot of my elbow there. So I applied it quite liberally. The hair was really quite porous because I just pre-lightened it. I put plenty on, make sure it was nice and saturated. And folded that up out the way, ready to take the next section, which I was going to weave so that a few strands of blonde would show through as well. Comb the rest of the hair out of the way, clipped it to keep it out of the way. So that's the whole slice in the entirety, but I just weaved out sections, as I said, so a few blonde bits would show through the purple, or magenta purple. Again, applied that liberally, did about 3 sections there and left it on for about 30 minutes. Then once it was finished, blow dried, she straight off wanted to take pictures to send to her friends. I said, no, not until we're finished. So she got a nice shot of my elbow. So I'm just roughly drying it off. It was quite tricky to think of how to do a pixie cut and have some purple going through the front, but I think it works quite well. So then once it was dry, I then what they call personalised it, just tidied it up. Any loose ends I thought that just needed sharpening up. And then I used a matte wax here just to tweak some of the sections, just to make it look a little bit more chunky. Chunky is not the right word, I don't know. Try to make it more choppy. That's the word I'm looking for, choppy. And here you can see the colour, blonde still showing through. And then this is quite easy then for follow-ups afterwards to reapply the purple because it's in nice thick sections. And then taken in really quite close around the back. So thanks for watching my video. Next I'll put on a link if you want to see the natural white hair with some pink slices put through it. I show more of the cut there as well. Please take time to watch some of my other videos, and thanks for watching.